How's it going, guys? I was originally supposed to see Anderson Cooper make a speech today, but the asshole had to go to Afghanistan because Obama's doing something in Afghanistan. Supposedly it's breaking news. I haven't checked in on exactly what it is. I've just heard of him saying, we're in a new step, whatever. It's Obama, so it's obviously bullshit. Whatever, let's get out of fucking politics. This is my third part of my Blu-ray collection, finally. This is my third out of 4 parts. My last one is going to be the one after this, and that's going to be in a little while once I get all my original Blu-rays back. But so yeah, let's just get started. So the first one of this new video that I have here is the war movie We Were Soldiers, starring Mel Gibson. I think this is a very underrated war movie. It is about Afghanistan, and you might feel like there are too many of those movies, but this movie was done very well. Even though it has some cliches in it, it's one of the most I think powerful war movies I've seen. Mel Gibson, my dad, who's a firefighter, him and his the other people who were in training for the fire being firefighters, were shown this movie, and so it could teach them how to be a leader. Mel Gibson's character was the role model, and very good movie, and very underrated, and so I would check that out. Next we have The Searchers, which is my favorite Western movie of all time. This is a freaking awesome movie. One of my favorite movies ever, probably. Sorry for the reflection in the on the disc, but probably one of my favorite movies of all time. John Wayne is excellent in this movie, and just such a well done movie. So actually very suspenseful at some parts, actually. And just one of the classics movies of all time that you have to see. It is such a good movie, and it looks terrific on Blu-ray. You should get it on Blu-ray. Next one is Inception! Best Blu-ray ever! Okay, if you get that, then I love you. So yeah, Inception, best Blu-ray ever, is, well, not the best Blu-ray ever, one of the best Blu-rays I have, though. Best movie of 2010, one of just groundbreaking movie by Christopher Nolan. In my review, which isn't one of my best reviews ever, but I say it's Christopher Nolan's best. I still like The Dark Knight a little bit more, but this was definitely the best movie of 2010, one of the best of the decade. Well, actually, that was the first year of this decade, whatever. One of the best in the past decade. Such a brilliant screenplay, such a well done movie. The special effects are great. Just such a well crafted movie. One of the best crafted movies I've seen in a while. One of the best crafted movies I've seen ever, and one of the best crafted movies definitely made ever, I'm pretty sure. And just everything about this movie is good, great. I mean, I could go on and on about it. But yeah, it's definitely pick this Blu-ray up, and yeah, best Blu-ray ever. Next movie we got is Passion of the Christ on Blu-ray. Yeah, it's not the best, the most appropriate movie for me to have at my home. It is a good movie, because I'm an atheist, but you don't have to be a Christian to really like this movie, but because, it is really done well. I mean, a lot of people, for some reason, Mel Gibson, I remember Mel Gibson was saying, I think this movie is going to Christianize a lot of people, and because of it's telling the story. All it is telling the story of Jesus, which is a good story, and Mel Gibson does it very well. James, what's his face? Can't think of his name right now. Jim Caviezel is very, very good as Jesus in this. And it's a very well made movie. And the story of Jesus, as presented in this, is a good story. That doesn't mean I strongly believe it, but it is a good story. Inception is a good story. I don't believe that Inception, the stuff in Inception really happened, but yes, this is entertaining, and I think atheists could like this movie, and Christians love this movie, so recommend it, yeah. Next we have Natural Born Killers. This is a pretty messed up movie by Oliver Stone, but terrifically acted. Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis make a good team. And yes, very, very violent, very messed up. I call this a love or hate movie, because, I don't know, you just really have to see it. I can't really explain it without you seeing it. But very, very odd movie. Definitely a very different one, but still very good. Next we have Grown Ups. And when I first gave the only reason I have this is because it came with my PS3, and I remember when I first made my review for Grown Ups is I gave it an 8 out of 10, saying it was hysterical. My opinion has not changed so much in a movie before. It's now like a 4 out of 10. This is not a good movie at all, and I hope Dennis Dugan doesn't see this review, because I'm gonna be auditioning for the sequel to Grown Ups, because they're filming in my hometown, and they said they're taking auditions for extras, but only if you're from the town that they're shooting in, and I am from that town. So yes, I'm going to be auditioning and hopefully getting a role, and and the town that they're filming in is a pretty small town, and if they're only taking people from that town, then I'm pretty sure I'll be one of them. So cool. Next up, we have Star Trek the movie. I haven't seen the other Star Trek movies, but this movie was fucking awesome. The fans of Star Trek absolutely loved it, and I'm not a Trekkie or anything. I've seen the first half of the first season, and it's really good. And yeah, I just loved this movie. J.J. Abrams did a fantastic job with this, and I'm very excited for the sequel. So yes, definitely check this out. Next we have the sort of overrated but still good Fight Club. I don't love this movie like everyone else does, but it is definitely good. I would recommend this. This is really good. I just don't think it's as good as everyone else says. This is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Jack Nicholson is awesome in this movie. One of the best performances probably of all time. And it has a lot of actors in this that weren't well known at the time, and I forgot we're really in. There's Danny DeVito was in this, Christopher Lloyd, Brad Dourif, and a ton of other people also. And Nurse Ratched is known to be one of the best villains of all time, and yeah, I would agree with that. So yes, definitely see One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest if you haven't. Next is the Michael Jackson kind of documentary thing. This is it. Basically showing, after Michael Jackson died, he died at the time they were working on his concert, and they put so much money into it that, they just lost so much money for nothing. So they had to get a little bit of it back by showing footage from the auditions and stuff that Michael Jackson did, and putting it in IMAX and making a movie about it, and it is a pretty cool experience. It's and it's the closest you'll ever get to being at that concert, I guess. So yeah, I guess it is a good way to get that money back. Next is Red Dragon, the prequel to Silence of the Lambs. It wasn't a prequel. If you're talking about the books, this I think was the first book written about Hannibal Lecter. But yes, movie wise, it's a prequel directed by Brett Ratner. And I really like this one. Anthony Hopkins, I think the acting in this was just about as good as it was in Silence of the Lambs. Not quite up to par with Silence of the Lambs, in terms of real, I don't know, filmmaking and execution, but still very, very good movie. Very well written, very well acted. A ton of people in it. Also Edward Norton, Ralph Fiennes, Harvey Keitel, Emily Watson, Mary Louise Parker, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. And finally, we have Psycho, one of the greatest horror movies of all time. I would definitely recommend this. This is good. It looks great on Blu-ray, and I don't know, Hitchcock on DVD is just fucking awesome. Because just learning about the way he does his movies is just fascinating. He's one of my favorite directors of all time. Probably my second favorite director behind Martin Scorsese. And I just love the fuck out of him and his movies. And yes, I would definitely recommend Psycho if you haven't seen it. Yes, and that's it for my third part of my Blu-ray collection. I will see you later for the next review of the Avengers, of course, and for the fourth part of this later. I'm talking fucking, I don't know, it's late. It's actually not late. I'm just tired. But thank you for watching. Bye.